shows. Hungry Charles Hardy, Don Lerman, they are eating, most of them adopting Japanesing, which is separating hot dog from bun. Most of them going for the Solomon method, which is to rip it in half in reference to the biblical king. But it's not strategy, it's ability, it's character, and we will see who wins in under 12 minutes.
So here early in the competition, the referees down in what is the spray zone. The competitors are using whatever liquid they want to as we watch Kobayashi. Some have chosen tea, others lemonade, some just water.
Look at Kobayashi's technique. You know, he'll show us a couple different looks. Right now he's Japanesing and Solomoning. He's breaking the dog in half, separating dog from bun. He will have to contend with those buns, but he is not scared about that. His pre-contest calm still with him. Look at Sonia Thomas. Huh? I mean, what an unbelievable vision in the sport, and a beautiful woman. Many of the eaters themselves attracted to Sonia. She loves hard-boiled eggs. And Tim Janis with the Janis cam right that. First time ever on the stage at Janis cam. Eater X.
Oh, look at that. That is terrific.
Not sure why he's painting his face still, despite his explanation. Look at his lemonade there that Darren discussed earlier. You know, the other eaters try to pick up the tricks and the secrets, and Janis has always used iced tea this year on the circuit. He's bringing the lemonade today, thinking it'll give him an edge.
Janis is the world champion of the shoe fly pie eating contest.
Crazy Legs Conti is a good friend of this man's, and look at him right now. He's got his trademark hat on and his trademark dreadlocks. Crazy Legs Conti is a great kid. He's a real fan favorite. He's got a little movie out. I don't know if he's got the game to win here today.
Top competitors going through 10 dogs already. Kobayashi is just flying. They're cooking in the back. The dogs are coming out. The eating. Oh,
look at Badlands Booker, man, mountain donut eating champ. He also ate a few pounds of corned beef hash in under 2 minutes. Booker said he didn't eat yesterday, aside from a few milk duds, and he stays away from meat for 2 days prior to a contest. Booker knows this stage and he knows this dogs, and what he knows the best is he wants to be a star. Booker wants to stay in the top 5, and he said to me last night he'd like to edge out Sonia today.
And out of Hollywood, Florida, there's LaRue.
Jam and Joe, 45-year-old sweet corn eating champion. George has likened him to the missing link, not the link between ape and man, but indeed the link between man and God.
12 minutes of competition. Cookie Jarvis, 411 pounds.
That do-rag starting to show the effects of many 4th of July out here in Coney Island. Cookie Jarvis in a rebuilding year. You only really get one rebuilding year in competitive eating, and then the sponsor dollars and appearance fees start to drift away when you got young men like Janis on your heels. But Cookie did 24 to qualify, and boy, oh boy, look at those numbers this early.
Yeah, Kobayashi, of course, out in front, but Thomas is holding his own, just 3 behind right now.
Unbelievable. Now there's Hungry Charles Hardy. Hungry Charles is a veteran competitive eater on his 8th contest this year. Actually came to this stage when the Japanese started to dominate. And Hungry Charles is a fan favorite here in Brooklyn.
What's been the reason for that? That 8-9 years ago, the Japanese really started taking over in eating competition.
You know, it's hard to explain. I mean, if you look at Carlene Lefevre here, she's actually eaten in Japan. She's got 12 down already. We're just a quarter of the way through, and Carlene is a beautiful woman. She's eating at her best right now. She timed this perfectly. She did 23, a personal best in Atlanta, as we saw earlier, edging out the mouth of the South, Dale Boone, who is not on the stage.
First 4 minutes are complete. Kobayashi was going through 20 dogs at the 4-minute mark.
Here's another guy I want to keep an eye on is Kenji Aguni, excuse me. He only ate 19, and you see he's got his hand wrapped. I think he might be playing possum. Some people expect, despite that injury he was talking about, a Terrell Owens-like performance today. Keep an eye on him.
Well, I'm surprised that the organizers would let him in. I mean, it's a two-handed event.
You do need both hands in competitive eating.
99 pounds.
Look at that. Kobayashi's got 23. Kobayashi at 23. We're just about a little better than a quarter of the way through. He could shatter his record if he could keep pace.
Yeah, we said a record pace was a tick over 4 dogs per minute. He is well over that. But of course, we're early on in the game. Kobayashi on the right. He's the leader. 25 dogs now.
Sonia Thomas, though, has 22 dogs, and we're approaching, look at that helmet cam. I got to stop on the Thomas stuff. Look at that. It's a great shot. Janice can not only watch himself, he can watch the dogs. He's got a little bit of an advantage, and the viewers certainly getting up close there.
Calls himself Eater X.
Yes, Eater X is what he calls himself, and that's why we call him Eater X. You know, I was about to say, Sonia Thomas. This is her moment in the game, about that 6-minute mark. She really gets into a rhythm. A lot of these eaters will fall off. She will move now. She will break away like Greg Biffle off a caution flag.
Heading for the halfway point. Kobayashi ahead by 6.
Kobayashi starting to do what he does best, and that is to put distance between him and the other eaters. Sonia Thomas will soon break out. Cookie Jarvis is going to fall behind, I anticipate.
We've got Cookie Jarvis at 17.
Richard Lefevre. Now, this is a guy who ate 27 to qualify. They call him the Locust. He's a real force. He had, I guess, 5 apples, 2 bananas, and what he told me was 2.5 ounces of pretzels yesterday. That's his pre-contest regimen. This guy has capacity. He is something to watch as we go down the last half of this contest. The helmet cam is excellent.
Watching Eater X from the helmet cam. Little mirror hanging out there. You can watch him.
Eater X.
You see what he's doing. This is wonderful. We spare no technology for a major event.
It's quite true. Eater X better catch a breath. Now, Joey Chestnut, Orbitz.com, got him here from the Northern California, your San Francisco champ. Joey Chestnut's first competition here in Coney, and he was smiling a little giddy. When you come in as a rookie, there's a lot of parties, a lot of sponsors, a lot of pretty ladies in New York City. Chestnut performing better than I thought he would, because he can often 24, I'm being told, for Chestnut. That's a great competition. This kid's got a future. Sonia Thomas, look at her. A complete performance, as complete a performance as I've ever seen out of Sonia so far. Sit back and watch that master, Kobayashi, the new hairdo.
For first place in a long time, Sonia Thomas, I'm right up here with the 4 horsemen of the esophagus.
Gigantic crowd here at Nathan's, the corner of Surf and Stillwell. You're live on board as it is. While Tim Janis, Eater X, takes on board just a massive amount of dogs. But Kobayashi, there he is still the man in charge, the man to be beat on a world record pace.
May indeed become a dynasty, Kobayashi, and if he wins here today, I think it's indisputable. He is the Lance Armstrong of our sport, and I think he might get more than 7 if he stays with the game. He says, as long as I'm smiling, I'll compete.
Everybody has, as you suggested, a different regimen before the event. Anything really unusual there as we watch Sonia, the Black Widow?
Sonia, who's eaten 1/10 of her body weight in cheesecake in just 9 minutes. You know, her regimen is, she eats a little bit. She eats salads the day before, drinks a little water in the morning. Sonia has an interesting comment from me yesterday. She said, a lot of these guys, you know, fear Kobayashi. They say they'll go after him, but they won't ultimately. She says, I am going after Kobayashi. I do not fear him. I do not fear any man. There's a goonie right now. Not going to develop. A goonie is having trouble getting these dogs down. He better breathe and let his mind catch up.
Well, and if you're chasing Kobayashi, he just went through 38 dogs. Chestnut now with 27.
27 dogs for this rookie out of San Jose. Unbelievable. You know, that's going to be someone to watch at the Alka-Seltzer U.S. Open. Joey Chestnut, I thought would be taking off his game with all this media, but he is really turning it on.
Well, you think about that in terms of history. In 2001, when Kobayashi scored his first really big win, I mean, that 27 would have been a remarkable amount.
We are under 3 minutes. Kobayashi well into the 30s. Sonia Thomas to his right. Sonia Thomas. Oh, look at that. Kobayashi with 40. Sonia with 33. That's a personal best for Sonia Thomas. That's got to be a real great feeling for her.
You see the sign up behind him, 40 for Kobayashi.
The story here today for me, though, is this man right here, Joey Chestnut. Unbelievable. A rookie out of Asparagus. Rodriguez, who is shaking off even Rich Lefevre. It's just an unbelievable thing to see a young kid break out like this. Pound for pound, Chestnut might be the best rookie we've ever seen. Sonia Thomas, though, don't count her out.
Gentlemen, witness it!
42 dogs right now for Kobayashi. Sonia's at 34. The question is going to be, can he catch up to his record pace? The clock's beginning to run out.
It is beginning to run out, and that's what he wants, is to hit the 54 mark. We're under 2 minutes. Now look at Booker there. You're just seeing Booker. That is a big man, a man who sweats gravy, a man who doesn't want to leave the top ranks of competitive eating, but he's got to be scared when he looks at Joey Chestnut. Look at him. Big man, great man, a rapper, a hometown favorite. He's a New Yorker, and he's a transit conductor.
Wonder what he's listening to there, on what kind of tunes he has. Probably some of his own rap music.
Less than a minute and a half here, and Tim Janis with the helmet cam. You know, he's learning a lesson today, like all eaters, good eaters, bad eaters. Tim is going to go through some growing pains. He's having a difficult time, I think, right now. But it won't take him long to get out of that. Sonia Thomas, unbelievable again.
As we head for the final minute, American record's 34. She's over that now. Sonia is Kobayashi at 45. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go.
Kobayashi with 1 minute to go. That's Sonia Thomas with a new American record. She'll be pleased with that. This is the woman who ate 46 dozen Louisiana oysters in 10 minutes. And now, oh boy.
Kobayashi with 50 seconds to go is going to break his record. He's really going to have to munch down now.
He is indeed, and the weather is even better this year. But Kobe, wow, Chestnut's in trouble. Chestnut must hold that down. You cannot have a reversal on this stage within the framework of the competition. Sonia, the look of a champion. Sonia's still fighting toward, even though personal best. Oh, Joey Chestnut.
Sonia just went to 36 dogs. Kobayashi is at 47, not near his record pace, though.
He's a better eater than we're seeing here today. He might have struggled a little early. But
maybe spent a little too much time out at night in Midtown Manhattan last night.
What a gifted eater, though.
48. We're counting it down. 48 for Kobayashi.
Kobayashi, somewhat crestfallen. You can see him shaking his head there.